Alright, should be good to go, hopefully. Oh god. End this in a minute. Ugh. How's everybody doing today? So I decided I would come back and, go back into the streaming area of the YouTube platform. I was going to upload a couple videos. I had a couple things already, mostly edited. There was a couple things that, weren't finished yet that I just decided not to finish because I was kind of, I wasn't really proud of some of the stuff that I had worked on. I mean, it wasn't, anything bad, but it wasn't anything, that was kind of good enough to upload in the first place. So that kind of sucked, but I mean, it was no big deal. It's fine, not the end of the world. But now that we're back, for the past, I'm gonna say a week and a half, I've been playing RuneScape. I've been getting back into it, and it's been strange. It's been very strange getting back into this game again. There's just so much new shit. I did get back into it about a year ago, for the first time. And that's where this account comes from. Maybe a year and a half ago, because I feel like I stopped playing exactly a year ago because I logged back in to it and it said it was 370 days, something like that. So it's been quite a bit. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, we're back finally. I have a lot of stories for this game. I figured this would be one of the games I can stream mainly. It doesn't have nearly as big of an audience as old school RuneScape, I feel like. Not even comparable, but it's still very fun, and I play both of the games, so I probably will stream old school as well here and there, but I'm also a very low level there as well. I'm gonna fucking use that word 1,000 times today. Let me show you guys the levels on this thing. Oh god. Oh. I'll find a way to look at my in-game activity and see how much total playtime I have, but it's not that bad in terms of how much time I have. Oh, I'm at 1200 total level now. Sweet. When I came back a couple weeks ago, God, the stats are really rough. The only thing that was I think I had 60, I had 61 attack. I had 45 defense and then 42 strength, and then so I've built it up quite a bit over the past week or two. I can't really give you guys the exact hours, but over the past 2 weeks, it's not saying that I started 2 weeks ago, but I have about 120 hours in the past 2 weeks so far logged. I'd say about 10 of those hours, maybe even 20, was just in the menu, so I can't really count them. But I'll never be able to figure that out. I'm sure there's a way to look up your actual playtime. I'll look into it. I tried to stream earlier today. I tried to stream around I was gonna stream around 9 a.m. and when I went to start the stream, it just couldn't handle it, I guess. Couldn't handle 2 tabs being open. I gotta get some more RAM, man. I gotta upgrade. 8 gigabytes of RAM is rough. I thought RuneScape would be the one game that I could do, but that's kind of been the one thing setting me back. I mean, I can't really say I can make videos regardless of the RAM issue because I've done it before, but this damn 8 gigs of RAM, man, has been making kind of hard to stream a lot of games. I've actually done a couple streams over the past month of just random ones I've tried to start, and they've only lasted 3 minutes because the stream just crashes. It's awful. But I think I might have gotten it down to a science. Hopefully. But I wanted to go over this one topic immediately because I really wanted to bring this up. I'm kind of excited to tell old school RuneScape stories and just RuneScape stories in general. Because this is coming from somebody that has, not only to toot my own horn here, but has been playing RuneScape for a little while now. I think I've been playing since, I want to say 2005, maybe 2006. It might be 2006, honestly. I really started to play RuneScape a lot when RS2, when the graphical overhaul came. So when they first started with the big graphic updates. that's when I started to get into it a lot. I did have an account at like during those times, but the thing about that is I think this account at this point is already much more leveled and just much better. I was a lot stupider back then, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So most of my time was spent playing. I mean, it was still fun. It was still great. It was a good childhood. I played Castle Wars a lot. Didn't do really any endgame content. I still have not done endgame content in this game. That's the craziest part about it. Like, this game has so much depth to it that, like, I haven't even touched endgame, and it's kind of insane to me. I try to play it solo, mainly. I try to play this game, like, solo. I've had bad experiences with people in clans, but I do have a clan that I'm in right now, but it's kind of just there, like, as a place to ask questions about because I'm a returning player. But that's really it. Like, I don't really do much with them. I can't really do much with them anyways. My level's not there yet. But I don't know, I'm much more of a solo person. So like, it's the first. I'm trying to remember the first time I had an issue. Actually, I think okay. Let me start with the middle school one because the middle school story is kind of funny now at this point. So I had one of my good friends, not going to say his name. I have it written down over here, actually. And I wasn't going to say his name. I made sure I wrote that down. Do not say his name, even by accident. So I would go over to my friend's house in middle school. I want to say maybe it was 6th grade. Maybe it was the very first year of middle school. He had his brother used to play this weird like game, man, like this fucking wild ass version of RuneScape that I had no idea what the hell it was, and it was actually those RuneScape private servers. So he was playing RuneScape private servers a lot. Mainly, I think Moparscape was the name of the one that he was playing. I think that's like the base client for it, like all of them now. But he played this one server, and it was like I don't know if he was good at it or not. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. But I just think it was so fucking cool. I was like, dude, he's got like his sword that he had was like a fucking Miramasa, and I was like, what the fuck? How'd you get that? That's not in the game. And like the funniest thing is I remember like, so I'm trying to remember what my combat level was back in the day, because my combat level, I never really got it above like 70 back in the day. Like when I was like a youngin', man, like I didn't get my combat level very high at all. Like, I think if I hit level 70, it was at the very end of, like, my RuneScape era of playing this game, of just playing games. And, like, I just stopped playing, because I know I didn't get that far. This actually, right now, this account is the farthest I've ever gotten, even from, like, returning, because I've returned to this game multiple times at this point. But anyways, the weirdest thing, okay, so let me go over this stuff. So I discovered RuneScape private servers. I get into those for a while, so I wasted a ton of fucking time. And also, my mom's credit card got hacked as well, which was hilarious. Not really, it was fucking awful. That was an awful time. It wasn't a big deal. Like, she figured it out right away. The guy that, like, tried to steal it was an owner of one of the private servers back in the day. Which is why, like, I used to do private server videos on this channel. I did a couple, quite a few actually. I did maybe like close to 11 of one series that was basically just like a let's play kind of thing for Hardcore Iron Man, and I did that, and that was fun. You know, I had no like issues. How do I explain it though? Like, but that's the thing about RuneScape private servers is that like they're very shady. Like there's a lot of shady things going on, man. There's a lot of it's kind of hard to explain. I've been in some of the discords of some of these big private servers, and it's just like, it's hard to put your trust into like these small companies. Like I'm just trying to give you guys like a real world example, like trying to put your money into like some of these weird cryptocurrencies. It's kind of the same thing. You're kind of like, you're willingly giving these guys like you're downloading their programs essentially and running it on your computer. And like, a lot of people like, will say, oh, it's only like a fucking jar file, but like they could still do some malicious shit with that. Like they can. I'm sure of it. And like, I don't know, it's RuneScape private servers have always been like a weird thing with me, and like plus with all like the RuneScape top sites that tell you like, the top RuneScape private servers, they're all kind of shady too, because I know for a fact that like you can buy like advertised spots and be like number one, but like you're number one in the advertised, so it's hard to tell. That used to drive me nuts because I would go on like top sites and like find the best ones as a kid, and I click on the very first one and it's like the shittiest server. Those were rough times, man. I think the first, I'm trying to remember I remember when I first signed up for RuneScape membership, which was, I want to say, like, I had played free-to-play with my friend for maybe around, maybe a year and a half. Like, it was at least a school year, plus, like, into, like, another school year. It was definitely a year and a half, I'd say, is probably a good estimate. But I remember like asking my mom for it, and she was so confused because like at this time, at this period of like the internet, it was kind of still like we're getting better with it, and everyone's starting to use it more, and everyone understands it kind of. But then like it was kind of shady, so she didn't want to use her credit card. So Jagex used to be kind of weird about it, and they'd let you actually send like mail. You can mail a check to Jagex or mail real money to them essentially. And so like we would do that every single month. My mom would have like a little thing set up where she would mail money off to like pay for membership. I don't know what she did, if it was a check or not, or like I don't know I don't remember how exactly it was done, but it was kind of wild thinking back about it. Like holy shit, we give these guys paper checks. And then like we tried to cancel it one time, and we had to like put it in the check where we paid for like another month, and then we told them like, hey, next month we don't want it, so we had to stop recurring. But it wasn't as easy as like it is now, where you can just be like stop recurrent cycle. You actually had to contact their like customer service and shit, and like tell them that you don't want them to like ask for money anymore or anything, because they would like, I believe if it was a check, they could charge the check still, I think, or something like that. There was like a weird like contract agreement. It wasn't shady or anything. Every internet company did the same exact thing, but it was just it was rough, man. Like that was a weird time in the internet. I played that and a shit ton of like the Gaia Online, which was basically just like a weeb chat room essentially. Looking back at it, I'm thinking like, holy shit, I don't really like anime that much. Like it's like I don't have any issues with anybody that does, but like never really got into it as much as I tried to. Like I've tried to even recently, but like I used to play a game that was like primarily anime, and I didn't even really think about it, which is kind of strange. Like I'm kind of just now thinking about that. Like, oh man, I don't really like anime that much, but man, did I sure fucking love that game, which was purely anime based. I think they called them like chibis, is like the name of the anime style that the game I played. You know, it's kind of weird. Like I kind of think about how different like my like life would have turned out if I was to play like a different like MMO, like WoW, or even what's the other one, EverQuest, or well fucking Gaia. I played Gaia a lot. That's fair. That was a different thing. That really didn't do much though. They really didn't do anything. It was just like a giant chat room. I'm trying to think of another game that was like really big during the time. World of Warcraft, there was EverQuest. I remember when RuneScape like beat the amount of subscriptions that like EverQuest had for a month one time, and I like lost my shit and posted on like every like RuneScape forum there was, or like every EverQuest forum there was, and was just trolling. It was a weird time. I'm just thinking about that now. Holy shit. I would make accounts on like EverQuest forums, and it was like a war back then. And the little like group that I was in, we would like hate on people that played EverQuest. We were rough back in those days, man. Mind you, I was also 12. Yeah, I really don't want to tell you guys some of these other stories. I'm gonna hold off and save a bunch of stories, that's for sure. So let me talk to you guys about like my plans for this account now, because this is a big thing. You guys are probably curious at this point. So one of my biggest regrets with RuneScape was just never like sticking to it long enough. Or any game for that matter. I play a couple games like religiously every day. But like I'll never upload videos about them, and I'll never really tell you guys what those games are, because it's just kind of like my personal thing. But they're not really like anything weird. It's just like something I like to keep private. You know what I mean? Let me just tell you, it's a sports game, if that helps. I play a lot of sports games that like are off stream. Anyways. So I want to actually make this account like my main, obviously. You know, I want to max it out and all that good stuff. That's a very big goal, and it's going to take a while. But I figured if I was going to get back into RuneScape, I didn't want to get back into old school RuneScape, considering the fact that, like, RS3, the leveling is a little bit easier. And overall, like, I can kind of get back into it. And it's easier to get back into when you, like, so at this point, I've learned a lot about the game like that I didn't know like before. Like there's even quests in here that were around when I was a kid that I never touched until I was an adult because I couldn't figure it out. So I used to go on like this one website. I think it was it Rune HQ? It might have been Rune HQ. Yeah, Rune HQ. I was basically I would go in there, find a guide for a quest, and then do it. The problem is that I'm not the best with like written guides, so like YouTube videos are a blessing for me nowadays, because back then it was hard to find a quest guide. Like if you want a quest guide, you go on a forum and hope that that forum had like an uploaded video, because like it would probably be the same thing as what's on Rune HQ. Rune HQ was the shit though. I don't know if they're still around or not, but like that's where I would get all my information. Now I get it all from RuneScape Wiki and watching random RuneScape videos. Kinda fucked. I'm thinking about after, so like I want to do like maybe 4 or 5 tasks on stream potentially, depending on which ones I get. And then after that, I want to actually do some bearers runs. I don't have the fairy tale quest done yet. I have to finish that first if I want to like. Actually, well, hang on, let me see something real quick. I still gotta level up for that, so we won't worry about that too much. I'll have to run through the damn swamp, so maybe bearers won't happen. I don't know. It's a tough one because I gotta run through this damn. Oh, let me show you guys one. Oh, wait, never mind. These guys are aggroed. Damn it. Basically, I have to, since I don't have the teleports straight to Barrows, I have to run through the swamp, which is awful. Oh, now you guys aren't aggroed? What's up? You know what I also like about streaming RuneScape is the fact that I can just put on old school RuneScape beats. And that's it. Like we said. Alright, so I want to tell you guys about this. So I'm actually this is gonna be going on like a YouTube video later on as well. So, maybe we'll see if it's good. It's good content, good quality content. So let's go back to the story that I told you guys about earlier about my friend whose brother played like RuneScape private servers. So this guy, I used to think he was really like sick. I thought he was like a great PKer. He had a bunch of videos up and stuff that was. Now looking back at it, he wasn't very good at PKing. He mainly did free-to-play PKing before it was honestly like... I mean, nowadays you can see a lot of free-to-play PKers, and it's actually like a pretty big thing. But he was doing that shit a lot. Mainly around like combat level 80, 81. He didn't really level up that much. He didn't make that many accounts. He had like one account, but he only PK'd on it, so he never really like did quest or anything. So he would make these PK videos in the weirdest gear sets. And I remember asking him one time for like advice on like leveling and shit, like on like a quest that I was trying to do. And it was a very basic quest. Actually, I think, let me look through my quest list right now. I can probably remember it. I think it was in Varrock too. Was it Demon Slayer? It was Demon. Yeah, it was Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer. I think I had an issue with the fucking sword. I couldn't get the sword for some reason. The damn what was it called? The Silver Light. Yeah, I had an issue getting that for some reason. I don't remember why. I was like 6. Leave me alone. And like, I just asked him for some advice, and he's like, I never did that quest. And I'm like, you're 80 combat, really? And he's like, yeah, I'll probably do it later. And like, I remember that was the time that I realized like, oh man, this guy isn't like the know-it-all like that I thought he was. The guy that like knew everything about the game. Which kind of makes me mad that I didn't like just try to level past him, because I could have easily like outranked that fucking guy and been like, all right, man, you need tips. Because he was He played a lot. That's why I don't understand why he never leveled up a lot. He probably did later on. He might even still play to this day, but my God, that guy was... He was just like, he wasn't a pure douche. Like, he wasn't like a douche on purpose. Oh, my task is done. We're good. But like, he came off as one. He was very blunt, and I was like, I'm never really a fan of people like that. People on the East Coast are very blunt. Around here, especially, it's crazy. I guess we'll just climb back up and grab another task from him. I was thinking about doing a wilderness task, but I don't know how much I trust that on live stream. I've yet to even do one in general, so we will hold off on that. Let's see. Oh, we got cow fights. Okay. All right. Water skin is out. Fill up that damn water skin. There we go. I think my best course of action is going to be travel to Alcarret and then from the rug guy and then just walk there. Should be okay. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's at camp. Oh, yeah, what if it is? Fuck. They said 1,000 GP then. No, it's not. It's not that. Never mind. We're good. Wait, hive. Yeah, 4 should be more than enough to get here. God damn, the Demon Slayer outfit's fucking sick, dude. Also, we're 65 range now. That's pretty pog. I'm trying to get my magic and range stats to 70 because a lot of shit just wants 70, just wants tier 70 weapons, man. It's driving me nuts. Like, if I want to get that fire cape, everyone's like, oh, get tier 70 weapons. I'm like, great. These are cow fights. I should have brought potions, man. Well, we could stay with the workers and just destroy them. I don't know how you guys with range? Oh, I guess I can kind of melt you. Alright, well. Seems to be doing alright. Don't know what their weakness is. Definitely don't think it's range. I might be wrong. We have 159 of these guys. Man, we definitely need some prayer pots. Yeah, if I grab some of those, I can probably just stand over here and let them just all attack me. Oh yeah, these guys will all come up. Here we go. We can AFK this shit. Damn, that much damage at all. Sweet. Okay. I really want to like pull up some old videos, dude, but if I even open another browser on my computer, my shit will break immediately, and it will be awful. And we will all be sitting here wondering where my stream went. So, I made a bunch of PKing videos that, well, okay, let me just start by saying that. This was maybe freshman year of high school. We had a couple PKing videos that were for like private servers. This ended up getting leaked around the school at some point by a good friend of mine. He was a good friend. He's a good friend now. We got over this incident, but he had leaked some videos that I had made for a RuneScape private server. And during that time, a lot of my friends from high school were playing RuneScape. In fact, RuneScape was pretty huge in my school. Almost every single demographic played RuneScape at some point or is playing RuneScape currently. It was weird. It makes you realize how big RuneScape fucking was, though, if it could take over an entire high school sometimes. I don't want to say an entire high school. I would say 100 people in that high school played RuneScape, at least that I knew of. Because I knew that because we had a whole guild for that entire high school. And it was a terrible guild. We did awful. We did one clan versus clan thing, and it sucked. And this was 2000, I think... Well, graduating, well, that had to be 2013, 2012 it was. I'm trying to remember when Old School RuneScape was released, because if Old School RuneScape was released 2013, I thought too. 'Cause I remember I played up until like everyone was like, oh shit, like even when everyone left the game, I still played it. This guy needs to find a new spot, man. Hang on, now. You're not, no. Fuck out of here, find a new world. Was that an asshole move? It's fine. Like, just find a new world, man. You're good. There's tons of them. You just came in here. I got here first. Leave me alone. To be fair, I didn't expect my abilities to be that AoE against these guys, so. Or my AoE abilities to do anything. You know what I really want to do? So, like, okay. So I've had a couple of plans in my head that I haven't really written down or even thought about yet, but I definitely want to pursue one of them. So there's 3 ideas that I have that, okay, let's come up with 2 on the spot right now. 2 on the spot. RuneScape series. I was actually thinking about doing, like, a weird-ass series that would be, like, 100 of each enemy. Like, every single NPC in the game that you can kill. Like, make it like 100 kill count of each one as a challenge. And then when I thought about that, I was like, man, that would be great. But the problem is, by the time I was done, I would probably not have maxed out this character. And at this point, I've already made it too far with this guy. So if I was going to do that, I would probably make like an old school RuneScape account and do it on there. Another idea I had was actually, oh wait, we're on the spot. Never mind, hang on. On the spot idea. So another on the spot idea. I was thinking about potentially doing... Ooh, let's think. Hold up. Fuck was it? I wrote it down somewhere. God damn it. Hang on. Ah, yes. The hardcore Iron Man. But it's going to be... Actually, I was thinking about doing an ultimate Iron Man with like the whole like no bank thing. But the thing is, like, see, all these ideas are great. The problem is, I don't have enough knowledge to get me through a lot of this shit. So, like, if I was to do that, it definitely would never be on stream. I would never stream a hardcore Iron Man thing. I think a lot of people do that anyways because they don't want to die and get stream sniped. It's pretty obvious. That was like the Iron Man thing is always interesting. Like, I've always wanted to do it. I play most of the game like an Iron Man sometimes. I won't buy like certain equipment unless it's like for skills that are annoying as shit to do. But like, the Iron Man lifestyle is kind of similar to how I play the game already. So maybe when I do max this guy out in 6 to 12 months, I will think about it. But right now, I'm kind of on the page of like, let's just level this guy up. Let's just see how. Everyone used to tell me, oh, just do Slayer. Just do Slayer. And I never listened to him up until, well, like, now. Like, I've just started to do like Slayer a lot. Like, when I got back in this game like a couple weeks ago, I did Slayer immediately. I knew that, like, if I could just get back into Slayer, I can potentially, like, you know, maybe play catch up a little bit. And it's been awful because it's so hard to level up Slayer in terms of like the actual Slayer level itself. It's super useful for leveling up all my melee shit, like any combat stat for that matter. But like, it kind of makes you separate. So like, it makes you separate what you're training. So like, the one thing that I noticed is that like, if I see a task that's super easy, like these cow fights, right? So I can go fight these cow fights and do this for a while, or I could look up like their weakness and then just find their weakness and use that against them, and then that'll make the kills a lot quicker. That way I can get on to the next task is actually good. I used to do that a lot, or I was doing that like this entire like week adventure I've been having with Slayer. But now I'm just kind of like, you know, I'll level up whatever I feel like leveling up, because I'm pretty sure at this point most of the NPCs I can get away with using like whatever I want, except for like Volcurass. Now they're fine too. I'm trying to think of I haven't really had a task that's annoying yet. I thought the Iron Dragons were gonna be a pain in the ass, but the Iron Dragons are fucking stupid easy. Like, I thought dragons would be a lot harder than they were, but their drops are also trash. They used to be really good. Dragons used to drop, like, Iron Dragons, I think, it would drop, like, noted steel bars, I think. Like, 10 plus noted steel bars, like, almost every other kill back in the day. Like, and by the way, like I said before, the only reason I know this, my friend had a high kill account. I used to watch a shit ton of videos. Which made me thought, actually, like when I first had the idea to come back to RuneScape, which was actually like 2 or 3 months ago, I was thinking about it because I've been in this like awful rut with MMOs. So like I played for about a month straight. I played Albion Online. Albion Online, I still want to get back into again at some point, but right now it's kind of like they don't have enough solo PvE content for me to be that involved in it. But well, they'll get there. Like, I have really high hopes for that game. I've also been playing like PSO2 on and off, the new Genesis version, which is it's an okay game. The problem is their servers are fucking god awful. Like I don't understand. Like when they made PSO2 New Genesis, like what? Why the fuck are their servers? They're so bad. Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, like do me a huge solid. Look it up. Look up PSO 2 New Genesis like servers. Like it's bad. Like it's really bad. And I don't know what like I was really getting into PSO 2 as well. Like I was actually enjoying it. The combat in that game is great, and it's like simplistic too. And nothing is crazy in that game. That's what I like about RuneScape, man. That's why that PSO2 is kind of what brought me back to RuneScape, because it made me realize how much I like simplicity in MMOs. I've been trying to find all these games with like really good combat systems and like great like open worlds and shit, and I'm like, man, I can just do all this shit right in this old ass game that I've been playing. I already know a little bit about. All right, let's just grab a bunch of prayer pots, and we should be okay. That actually should be enough right there. Grab some more water skins. I have to move my mic around. You guys might hear this awful like squeaking noise. Grab that. I should only need that. That should be fine. Oh, monkfish. Should be good. Okay. Now we should be able to sit in there and just AFK. And that's the one thing. So like, I've always like made this kind of like it's kind of a bold claim, because a lot of people say World of Warcraft. So World of Warcraft is definitely the biggest MMO right now. And I've never actually gotten into World of Warcraft enough to like really make a judgment on it, because I don't think I've ever even gotten to like, I definitely never gotten to endgame content in WoW. Not even close. I want to say I think I was a part of like the whole like, oh, I play RuneScape, I fucking hate WoW. Like back in the day, that's how I was, and how everyone really was that played RuneScape and played WoW. It was kind of like hard to find people that played both. But RuneScape, it's just two different genres. Even though they're both MMOs, RuneScape kind of gives me like different. It's just too much. There's so much variety in what I can do. In World of Warcraft, it's kind of like, you know, it's very simple. Just grind that combat, grind the melee, grind whatever fucking character you're doing. Get them high level, do some PvP, do some dungeons, do some raids, and I'm like, all right, that sounds great, but what about in between that? Like this, like, doing shit like this is fucking fun to me. Like I love AFKing and then just watching a bunch of YouTube videos and shit on the other screen and just vibing. Like I feel like once you kill like an enemy, so like after you kill, I think, what's a good example of like an AFK boss? People AFK bandos when they get into like high levels and shit. It's like once you kill them once, you don't want the challenge to be there like every single time. So it's like once you get enough gear and get the right like setup, it becomes AFK, and like it shows like your skill over time essentially. But some people always make the assumptions that like since you can AFK skills, it's not like that hard. Oh my god, I didn't even get my prayer. What the fuck am I doing? Some people make like bold assumptions that are like that, and I'm just like, hey, come on, man. Like, it's hard to explain to people like why you like RuneScape. That's the hardest thing. You ever had somebody ask you like, why do you like this game? Good luck trying to fucking answer it. It's pretty hard. I mean, it's not, but like you don't really think about like why you're addicted to this fucking Java-based game so much. And plus, you can't really show them gameplay of it because Jesus Christ, I mean, you know what though? You know what? when I first saw RS3 gameplay, like for the new client that came out a couple years ago, I was like, dude, this game looks sick. Like, honestly, RuneScape has never looked better in terms of like just the graphic improvements. Like, it's just so fucking good. You can't really deny that part. Like, you really can't. By the way, I'm actually, I think I am playing on Ultra right now in graphics, which is kind of insane. I was going to play on like low so I could like watch videos and shit, but I'm not going to bother with that because I don't know, else get copyright claim taken down. It won't be fun. And then we'll just be sitting here with a blank screen. I can't stream. Oh, wait, they drop water skins? How the fuck did I know that? I'll take that. Are they worth anything? Are water skins worth shit? You would think they'd be worth a little bit more since you gotta use them. I mean, I guess you can, I think there's like a couple quests you can do that makes it to where you're like immune to desert heat. I think it might be Jack of Spades. Maybe it's Jack of Spades is the quest I'm thinking of. Dude, so I was thinking about doing the Elite Dungeons. The Elite Dungeons 3 is what I've heard is a really good, like, just like AFK leveling. I don't know if it's AFK. Maybe that's probably something else. I know, like, people tell you, like, if you go there, you kill everything up until the first boss, and then, like, that's, like, stupid good XP per hour, and I'm, like, I'm terrified of it. Like, it doesn't seem that hard, but then, like, you look up a guide on, like, so... Like Barrows was like this. Like I didn't want to go to Barrows because they were like, oh, you need to unlock all this shit in the quest requirements, and like you kind of do to make it worthwhile. Because walking through that fucking swamp and just losing half your food to like ghast and shit can get really annoying, like really quick. I'm just clicking on my stream right now. I just want to make sure because the last time I fucking did this, shit went down and it was like, all right, stream offline. Let's see, 720p playing. All right, good. I'm glad the stream looks good. 66 range, poggers. Let's go. Also, update on the Twitch account. Still have not been able to retrieve it since I changed my phone number. So Twitch account, don't follow it. I know it's probably a link somewhere on my channel. I will be streaming on YouTube primarily at this point. Until further notice. I like YouTube, man. I fuck with YouTube. Plus, it's just easier to navigate, man. Sit back a little bit and relax. I want to try to stream for a little bit today. Right now, I'm actually, I just, maybe it's been about a week. Quit my old job. I'm starting my new job here soon. Right now I'm kind of in between, so I have a little bit of off time. So that's where this off time's been spent, is on RuneScape. So for a good week, week and a half, something like that. I keep forgetting how long it's honestly been. I put in like over 120 hours in this game, and like a little bit more too, because I've been on like the RuneScape mobile app too. And it's like it's weird spending this much time on games because it's like, I don't know, it makes you feel kind of like shitty, but then it's like, I've kind of earned it. Like, you know, like I pay my bills. I pay my fucking bills. I just ever sit down and relax. God, I really want to see like just an insane drop. So when I did research into like drops and like different like bosses to farm and shit, I've come to the realization that first I need to level up a lot more before I can start worrying about bossing that much. And second, boss drops are strange. Boss drops, I did not realize this. They might have been like this the entire time. It's never really noticed. So there's a boss, there's like a rare drop table, right? And oh, is it? Oh man. There we go. Trying to make it too loud and just blow your fucking eardrums out. Oh, that's a... That bass kicks in and it's like over. I'll go to the next song anyways. Yeah, hang on. Let me just like pull up some thing. I recently got rid of Spotify Premium, so it's kind of hard to navigate the YouTube music shit. It's kind of weird. The only way I can kind of save on CPU though, because my RAM usage is so fucking crazy. Like having 8 gigs of RAM in 2021 is just like hard as shit. Especially to stream this, man. Come on. Oh yeah, that's much better. That should be fine. Alright, so I want to tell you guys about some really not that important, I guess, at this point. But like I will be returning to streaming. My goal right now is to kind of weigh down until I get some more RAM at this point. I've been thinking, I've been able to stream like some of the games like this where it's like, okay, like I can handle another browser open. I gotta have music in the background, mainly because it's like, it just fills a lot of dead air. And also just overall for breaks and everything, it's good to have that, to be able to like step away from the computer for a second. You guys aren't just like sitting here in silence the entire time. But like, I do kind of wish that like, so the computer that I have right now, it's like a, excuse me, it's like a Dell. It's like a Dell pre-built, so it can only take certain, like certain upgrades I can put in there, certain CPUs, certain RAM sticks. I'm trying to turn it up a little bit. And the ones that I can buy, it's only like really on their website, which has like the worst shipping ever. It's like the most expensive shit. Like Dell, you're fucking up. It's awful. Anyways, so look, if I can get this 16 gigs of RAM, I should be good to go. The current graphics cards I have right now is a GTX 1060 3 gigabytes, so like the VRAM's not that great, but I should be able to make up for it by having 16 gigs of just on storage. I don't know how to fucking explain it. I'm terrible at computers. Like, I'm good with computers, but I'm also terrible with them. Like I know just enough to get myself hurt. Like I know too much, but too little at the same time. God, I used to like destroy computers as a kid, dude. I had like close to like 6 computers as a kid. Like my mom was sick of my ass, honestly. No, she wasn't, but like I would have been sick of my ass, because like I'd be going on like, you remember like the mouse cursors you can get for RuneScape? You can get like custom mouse cursors you can use on like your thing, like a dragon scimitar. So I would download those, not knowing like really what a virus really is, like where they come from, and like you don't think about that. Like with a kid brain, you're kind of just like, fucking download Dragon Scimitar mouse cursor, good to go. But like it's a whole new thing. That's why like whenever I do have a kid, like I'm gonna make sure they know like basic computer security. Like it's just, I wish my parents would have taught me more about computer security, but the thing is, they didn't know enough about it either. So like now we're in like a new generation where we can teach the younger generations about this kind of shit, because like they're gonna do it again. Like it's gonna happen again. We're gonna have another like cybersecurity issue of just like the entire world's gonna get fucking hacked. It's gonna be awful. But like having that knowledge of just like how to use computers is like good and also bad, because most people don't know how to access like the deep web and shit. Like I do know how to access it. Do I ever access it? No, never. But like knowing how to is already very dangerous. It's already dangerous information that you don't need to know. So it's like, you know, that's there. I mean, you kind of should know. You should know how to access it safely, I should say, as well. Oh man, Wily Walt has achieved 99 Slayer. Oh, by the way, where the fuck is my pet? I didn't bring him with me. So, big news. Your boy 2 days ago got the Constitution pet at 860,000 XP. And it was the funniest thing. I got like fucking 100 damn messages just from random people. It wasn't that much. Just telling me like how bullshit lucky I am, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like it was amazing. Like I'm really happy to have a pet because like I just been walking around without one, and everyone else got one. And I'm like, I want a fucking pet. Kind of like when I first got my cat. I was like, man, I want a goddamn cat. Everyone else got a cat. I want to get myself a cat. Nah, I've been wanting a cat anyways. Dude, the one thing I will always say I'm really good at, like if I can never make a career in like gaming and shit, like I can definitely make a career with animals, cats mainly. Cats, I'd be connecting with them. However, I do not hoard. I've always honestly hated that people will like buy like fucking 10 cats, like have like 13 plus cats running around their damn house. That's insane to me. Ugh, never do that shit. I'm not a crazy cat mom, I'll tell you that much. That's the one thing that I realized too, like reading up on like crazy cat mom stories and shit, like awful like tales of like people hoarding cats, and like you would think the people that like say love cats the most would take care of them the most, like give them the best kinds of lives and shit, but like dude, they don't. They give them shitty lives, man. Oh, we got reset. Shit. I want to reset. We only got like 29 kills left. It's fine. If anything, we'll be able to extend this food out a little bit more. Oh yeah, we got Ricochet on too. We're good. Also, I want honest opinions on my UI, my little setup here. This is going to be probably the streaming setup. I want to learn how to connect my YouTube chat to this shit, because if I can get my YouTube chat on this screen right here, if I can get down here, dude, I will be set. I got it over here on the other monitor, but like, man, why do you not link your stream? Because I feel weird about it, man. I don't want to be linking and like spamming that shit. I feel like it was kind of spammy. I'll start doing it more though. I got you. To be fair, this is my first stream in like a hot minute. Oh god, how you doing, James? How was your trip to Disney World? Or was it land? I might have got that confused. Man, I really want a better fucking task. If they give me a shit task again, I'm skipping it. No, I'm not. I'm saving my Slayer points. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'll start putting in there more. Also, because everyone, I noticed that like it doesn't update if you're subscribed to the channel. It doesn't even tell you. It's the best game you could ever stream. I thought you were going somewhere else with it, where it was like the other way around. Like this is Runescape. I don't care. Be here at lots of walk. No, I fucking bet. Did you wear some good shoes at least? I was gonna say like that should be the first priority before you went. Just get some good ass shoes. You're gonna be walking. Was it like a one-day thing, or did you do it for a couple of days? I know, because I know you were gone for a little while. Man, so all right, so I'm gonna tell you guys the next RuneScape story, man. I got so fucking many of these things, and like I wrote all these stories down on like this little spreadsheet I had. I'm not gonna show you the spreadsheet of shit that I want to talk about, because I'm like, dude, I got so much shit, and like I just want to get all these stories out the way, so I don't gotta say them again. I'm gonna save a couple though. Yeah, I rock the Tims. Oh, okay. It's okay. All right, so I used to have this account, right? Check this out. This account. Fuck, don't run away from the cow fights, please. Please do me a favor. Don't run away from the cow fights. Check this shit out. I had this friend on here. I want to see if I can still add him. I doubt his account's still on here. I want to try to recover the account too, potentially. I think I tried before and it didn't go very well. The fuck, dude? I never really do this shit ever. His friend's chat. How the hell do you get to the... How do you actually add the friend? I never really had to add a friend on here. Jesus Christ. Ah, whatever. Okay, so guy's name, I'm gonna write right here. I think it was _17. Like that, right? So this was a good friend of mine, right? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna refer to him as Red Sox, okay? So me and Red Sox, right? Made this YouTube channel that was like our group YouTube channel that we upload videos on, like he would upload videos, I would upload videos, and we would just like keep doing that to make it like a train of uploads and shit, right? So while we're uploading videos, one day, and most of our videos were like trolling videos. We go around RuneScape and like talk to random people and like ask them random like game questions and shit. It was awful. It was an awful series. We would just troll people. And the funniest thing was we were the worst trolls because we were like the lowest levels. We would just talk to the highest. We would talk to like we would find people with god swords and then like say lewd things about their god swords. Like I think that was the extent of most of the content. So while making these videos, I decided that like I was uploading more videos and I was just putting more shit in. I was like, dude, I'm going to take the channel. Like I'm just taking the channel. Like it's gonna happen. Did not tell him this shit at all. He just stopped uploading on it already. So I was like, you know what? He's done uploading on it. I'm just gonna change the password. He's automatically logged into it, so you won't notice it for a while. And so I was uploading videos on there for maybe like 3 months, and he was saying like, hey, I want to start uploading again. Do you know what happened to the password of the channel? And I was like, oh no, what's wrong with it? And like every time in person, I would always be like, nah, I'm able to get in with the same password. Like I don't know what's going on. And so I finally told him. I was like, yeah, I took the account because you just weren't doing anything, and like I kind of want to make it big on YouTube, man. And like I need people that are committed. And like I have my other friend uploading videos on there too. Like I invite him in to do videos. So when that all happened, he ended up like, of course, we got in we had a little issue with each other. This was 7th grade, I think. He uploaded videos that were like responses to my videos and like reactions to my videos and like saying how shitty they are. I was like, dude, this is fucked up, man. This ain't right. Like this is pissing me off. So I made videos back to him. We went back and forth, over and over again. And even to this day, I still have not forgave this person. This Red Sox 17 is the one kid that like I went to high school with, or like high school, middle school, and like elementary school all the time. Like after middle school was over, didn't talk to the kid again. We never forgave each other. I was like, yeah, no, like to be fair though, he was getting into like some kind of hard drugs and shit, so I didn't really fuck with him that much. Like, maybe not hard drugs, but he was into partying and shit. I wasn't much of a partier, and like it was just, I don't know, he was drinking. It was fucking 7th grade. I was like, yeah, this is just weird. I already wanted to kind of like break it off with the dude and like, hey, sorry man, like we ain't cool no more, because you know I be in 7th grade with my Capri Sun, and you got high C, and I hate that shit. You know, goofy shit like that. But like that channel, man, it's still up to this day, and I won't say the name of it because I've showed it before on stream, and I want to save it for like a really big moment. I want to save it for like, in case, I mean, someone might leak it at some point, but like, dude, the story that like, so what ended up happening from that entire thing was kind of crazy, kind of wild. My entire channel, like I never got a big video, but like the channel just took in weird turns, like because I first started doing RuneScape videos. I moved on to Fallout New Vegas like Let's Plays. Then I went to like Minecraft trick shotting videos. Did those for a little while. Went to Modern Warfare 2 trick shotting. Did that for a long ass time. I'm still friends with people from that community. So that channel went weird. It went haywire, so I had to get rid of it. Still out there though somewhere. Don't know where. Also, I know you guys fucking with it, but like I knew I couldn't stream unless I got this Slayer helmet. I knew the Slayer helmet was what's in between. Why did I go fucking oh my god, I should have went over there. Damn it. Also guys, I do have the webcam up. I'm actually not using it right now because I don't have the light in very good in here. And I want to get just right before I start doing that. I probably won't do webcam streams that often, but I want to show it off real quick. Let me see. Yeah, we pogging, see? We out here. It's not very good. Actually, I don't even want to move this over. Actually, let me take that off. You know, if I try to... So, I got some new lights installed. That can, like, change colors and shit. And it's kind of helping a little bit, but I still have to get the webcam coloring right to where it's not, like, making me blue. A3 grot worms. Fuck, man. Really? Grot worms? How many points do I got? Oh, wait. That's not what I need. So we currently have 826 Slayer points. I think we can afford to skip a task today, boys. But can I also, like, How much are they to block tasks? Nah, that's fine. Won't do that. What the fuck? What did she say? Hello, I'm a Slayer Master now. Oh, I think. Well, she's from the one quest over here that I forgot about. So it was from Smoke and Kills, I think. So that's probably what that's referring to. But it's just a weird dialogue to still have. You know what I might do real quick? Hey boys, I'm gonna go down to. I'm gonna try to do this this Slayer dungeon real quick. This little mini quest down here. Here, let me get a new task real quick though. Hang on. Rewards, assignment. I can block this task, which is like kind of huge. I fucking hate grot worms so much. And I'm about to get another 100 points, I think. So like every, that won't tell me, of course. Hey James, just saying, this could be us right now, man. Co-op Slayer. Now should I think I need 50 quest points. What am I at? 48. I'm at 48 quest points. You son of a bitch. We're gonna cancel it then. Damn it. Oh, I hate that. Okay, let's hope that we don't get grot worms again. Blue Dragon.